one up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Check, 47. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 12.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, he'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? He'll flat out take over this game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Bree's going to throw. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Shotgun now for Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
They find some open field here. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Switch, bang out, bam.
To throw is Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Grant, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Double discipling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look...
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic as a defense as a whole. Right now it's becoming just one guy on this defense.
And he is doing such a fantastic job because everyone emphasizes taking the ball away, going after the football. But some people just have a special knack for it. He forced 2 fumbles last week, and there he forces another one in this game.
On second down now, it's Carson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
That's what I'm talking about. Not hit, boy.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
56. Hey, check. 36.
On third down, Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Fourth down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Saints will have the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 52.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This time it's Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Breeze. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards on 1st down. It's Carson, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Grant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Ready.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Breeze now. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. To throw is Breeze. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
A gain of 15.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
65.
Breeze now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. He gets it to Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
80 weapons.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21.
Now Breeze. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Lockett. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Bandit. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check three, check three, check three.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now. Started things going in the opposite direction.
Sammy!
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
We're good. Ready.
1st down, Saints.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Breeze going to go on 4th down. There he goes. The 30. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.